the thing is with Arnold Allen, he's a physical specimen, and he's flying under the radar. Jamie and I were just talking about this actually. It's like he doesn't fight as often as a lot of these guys. When he does fight, he doesn't really say a great deal, but he is a brute. Like, he's got this baby face, but he looks like an action figure. He packs a lot of power, and I think that at some point very soon, I mean, he's 17-1 in his career. He's still a young man. At some point very soon, he's going to find his feet in the octagon and he's going to start to lay people out. The other thing is Arnold Allen doing good boxing work, good body work, which will slowly deplete him, chipping into his legs and just kind of beating him up from the ground up. So Dan Hooker, as he's walking forward and he's trying to engage, he's basically just taking damage as he's walking. Now, Dan Hooker, if he decides to play a smarter game and uses his feints a bit more, like we've seen from City Kickboxing, he might be able to draw the counters out of Arnold Allen before actually engaging. And that could be really problematic for Arnold, because he's going to be co-main event in London, a big opportunity for him. He's fighting Dan Hooker, which is definitely the biggest fight of his career so far. You know, you've got to think in Arnold Allen's mind, he's kind of built this up a little bit. This is a big opportunity for him. So he might be a little bit too trigger happy, a bit too eager to go. And if Dan Hooker comes in kind of calm and starts using those feints, we might see Arnold Allen trying to bite a little bit. The other method in which Arnold Allen could take this is he could decide to grapple, because of course, you know, we've seen Dan Hooker in recent fights, you know, struggle on the ground. You know, of course, the Islam Makhachev fight is what I'm referring to, and I'm not saying that Arnold Allen might be able to do what Islam Makhachev can do to fighters generally, but I think a hurt, a damaged, a tired, a rough weight cut Dan Hooker, it might be much easier for Arnold Allen to muscle around. I mean, Arnold Allen's the kid that is doing, you know, 300-pound bench press in his backyard with his brother and his dad, like, and that's been his life. Like, they've always done it. You know, there's some great footage, great documentaries out there where he's, you know, just kind of sitting on this bench with like a rusted, you know, lifting platform around him, and he's, you know, it's just that's kind of what him and his family did. They got strong. He is an incredibly strong physical individual. And you know, it might be an option for Arnold Allen, especially given the fact that he trains at TriStar, is to be able to put his opponent on the floor and ground and pound him, beat him up. There's a lot to be learned from that. The one thing that we don't want to see from Arnold is him brawling with Dan Hooker, because, you know, he's got great elbows, great knees. He can do a lot of damage, can Dan Hooker, especially in the ranges that's comfortable to him. And I think the pressure of this event could be weighing a little bit heavy on Arnold Allen. You know, he's a young lad in the co-main event at UFC London. Like I said, it's a big opportunity for him.